Welcome to the Babe You've Got This podcast. My name is Kim Kent. I'm so excited for you to be listening in today. I am a sales-based business coach. I specialize in mindset, and I'm also an online business professional and network marketing professional. I love to help ambitious women who feel stuck, unclear, and tired of not getting results to achieve the skills to build a 6+ figure business and overcome all the BS that is holding them back from genuinely achieving the goals that they desire. I do this via my transformational and unique coaching experiences, plus you get all the free goodness from tuning into my podcast. I'm all about empowering and inspiring women, so I really hope that this episode today gives you so much value, so much inspiration, and gets you to think greater. If you'd love to learn more about me and check out my offerings, you can visit my website, www.kimkent.com.au. Otherwise, sit back, relax, tune in, and I really, really hope you enjoy this episode today. Welcome back. I hope you have been enjoying the podcast episodes since I have become a mama. And last week's episode, freaking loved. Had Sonia on and we had a good old chat, and it inspired me to talk about what I'm going to talk about in this episode. And it's all about, I feel like, and you probably see it a lot with women who have babies and they talk about this, is like the rebirth. It's a birth of your child, especially when it's your firstborn, but it's actually a rebirth of you. I genuinely feel like I was reborn because values of mine changed, the way I made decisions changed, the way I saw the world changed, and like all for the better, definitely with its challenges. And I'd love to talk into this because it's just I feel like it's one of those things where if you're an overthinker like myself, you probably have already thought of all these things but never really talked about it, or I guess there's no conclusion with this topic. It's just chit chat. It's just a conversation. Or maybe you don't even realize, like maybe you have just had a child, or you went through this, so you recently had a child, or maybe you've got teenagers or something and you haven't had kids in ages, you haven't had, it's a weird thing, you haven't had kids in ages, you haven't, you're not a recent mum, you gave birth many moons ago, so, and you didn't actually think this was a thing, you just thought maybe everyone thought it, or you weren't even conscious you were having these thoughts. But it totally is a rebirth. When you give birth, it totally is a rebirth. I'm going to backtrack to share this story. And I just think it's so profound what happened and so in alignment. It's like the universe was definitely looking after me, because I wanted to keep strong with the whole, you know what, I'm a mum, I have a newborn, I can still run a business, I can do this, I can still do my morning rituals, I can do X, Y, Z, I can still catch up with the friends, do all the things I need to do, keep the boundaries strong, so on and so forth. Of course, having that mindset, that all very much got tested post-birth. And I remember sitting out and I did my angel cards, and I haven't done them in a while. And I have a few packs of angel cards. I absolutely love them. I have this one pack which I actually bought my sister-in-law as a present, and when she passed, I decided to keep it. It would have just gone into storage or somewhat anyway, and I wanted to keep it because I felt like this was a way for me to stay connected to her, because they were proper angel cards. And so whenever I do them, I'm always attracted to pulling a card from this deck. And I feel now, whenever I do my angel cards, I connect in with Kimmy. That's my sister-in-law. Like, I connect in with her spirit and her as my angel, my guiding angel. And I have to say, ever since this has happened, whether you believe in this stuff or not, I don't care. I believe in it. But ever since she passed and I've connected to her as a spirit, when I've asked for guidance, the guidance I get seems so much more relevant and specific to what I need. So I remember sitting there and I was just like, I just need what was my message I need right now? I'm feeling overwhelmed. This is probably about 5-6 weeks postpartum. And I was like, I'm just feeling overwhelmed and full on, and I'm tired. And I was really struggling with the identity, this new identity. I really was trying to do it all, try and be the Kim and not lose the Kim that I knew. And I felt to pull 2 cards. It's like, so I pulled 2 cards, and I can't remember what the card names were, but both of them, the messages, both of them were around and even used these words, was treat yourself like a newborn baby. And when I read that, it reminded me of a reel I saw on Instagram that popped up the day before. And it was a woman talking about coming to motherhood and saying, like, if you're a new mum, you need to mother yourself. You have a newborn you're mothering, but you are also a newborn mother. So you need to mother yourself. So within this 24-hour period, I literally had the signs of, Kim, stop trying to do it all. Stop trying to be everything. Stop trying to still be yourself whilst with a baby. Like, things have changed. You are a newborn mother. You must nurture yourself and nourish yourself because you're going to fall apart otherwise. Like, you are new. You need that nourishment. And oh my gosh, it was almost like this huge relief. Not almost, like it was this huge relief. And I was like, it gave me permission to drop the act of trying to be everything for everyone and just simply put myself first. Because if I'm looking at Isla, my little girl, first of all, she doesn't give a shit what other people are doing and whatnot. Like, she just needs the nourishment. Obviously, she's not as consciously thinking and communicating as I am, but I was just like, what does a newborn need? A newborn doesn't need to worry about anyone else but itself. So if I'm a newborn mother, I need not worry about anyone else but myself, and obviously my child. So by me nourishing and looking after myself, I can then be the best nurturer for my child. So I fully surrendered and accepted this identity of being a newborn mother. Like, I'm not Kim and a mother. I'm like, don't try and have these 2 identities and run with them both. I am the one evolved newborn identity where I have more than enough permission to fully nourish in on myself and look after myself and preserve my energy and heal. So that was a huge, huge lesson for me postpartum. So, and that's what else I want to talk about, is some lessons that I've learned. So firstly, that big lesson of putting myself first and understanding that I'm a newborn. I am new to this. I don't have to have it all figured out. I don't have to do everything perfectly and be so motivated and ambitious and all of those things. I'm allowed to be slow. Like, I am being forced into my feminine right now. And the other lesson in that is all I wanted is to continue my successes and ambitions and keep growing and achieving things. But the only way I was actually going to get what I wanted was by surrendering into my feminine and my nurturer, and nurture myself and just be present, be like a newborn baby, present in every day as I heal and grow and I know you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's been incredible. So I'm kind of just allowing what needs to come through in this episode. I haven't really got many more notes other than rebirth, identity, and lessons. But what else have I learned? I want to talk about this is I learned how much of a people pleaser I still was. Like, I talked about this with Sonia in last week's episode, where she's like, I didn't put you as a people pleaser, Kim. I'm like, I know, I put off this. There is a part, the majority of me, I don't know how to say that, is not a people pleaser anymore. I know I say what I want. I go after what I want. I've learned to not care if I don't get what I want. Like, at the end of the day, that's my fault. I'm not here to blame, shame, or justify it. I'm just in this space of you do you, I do me, I love you for you, and hopefully you love me for me. But yeah, having a baby in those last few weeks, I may have talked about this on a previous episode. Anyway, baby brain kicking in, I can't remember. And anyway, the last few weeks and having a baby who's now 3 months old, in these last 3 months, I've noticed how much more of a people pleaser I was than I thought I was. And how I felt this is, it's not that I still kept pleasing people and felt like I was just saying yes even when I didn't want to. It was, I wanted to say no, and I realized how bad I felt by doing that, or how guilty I was, or that I was, especially around people wanting to visit and catch up. And I was like, I know they want to see me and I know they love me, but they want to come and meet the baby. If I didn't have a baby, they wouldn't be acting this way. And then I felt like I was letting them down and being of disservice to them by not allowing them to meet Isla. Isn't that crazy? Like, if you're listening right now and you're a parent, if you're listening right now, of course you're listening right now. If you're a mum, if you're a parent, I feel like you would, let's say 99% of you, I won't say 100%, but 99% of you can totally relate to this, where you don't want to let others down because you're so proud of your baby you've just birthed, and you want to give them that connection and honor that. But at the same time, you're like, fuck, I just need a rest. I can't deal with having to host other people unless they were going to come over, not talk to me, wash my dishes, clean my house, all of that. No one once ever offered. And ever since me knowing this, I've offered this to my pregnant friends and new mums. I'm like, do you want me to come over? I can do your dishes. I can fold you, put your washing on, clean your floors. I don't even have to talk to you. You can stay in the other room. Because that's I wanted the help. But unless I paid for the help where they don't talk for you, if I got the help, it's like, did it come with catch-ups and conversations and energy? And can you just see how my brain would work? And not like, before things would even happen, I would totally overwhelm myself. Can you, even if you're not a mum, can you relate to that? So yeah, I learned that. I was like, oh, Kim, this is pushing you. I'm always asking for growth, because you're either growing or you're dying. Prosperity in life is growth. And I want to be more richer and wealthier in all aspects of my life. And I have learned so many lessons, and I've allowed myself to learn lessons from childbirth and becoming a new mum, because I want to grow. And yeah, I noticed that this has really pushed me to set stronger boundaries, to only spend my time, I was going to say qualitatively, but I don't think that's the same. Be smart with my time. Don't just do things willy-nilly. And it's not just about what I want and not being considerate. I am one of the most considerate people you will ever meet. Seriously. I'm so considerate, and this is where I think the people pleaser comes in. I'm so considerate of other people's feelings that it's taken a lot for me in my life to get to where I am today, to be able to speak my mind honestly. But there's always a little part in the back of my head that thinks like, Kim, have you overshared? Was that too blunt? Maybe you should have added some bubble wrap onto that. Even though it always comes from love, 100% comes from love. So yeah, again, I'm tangenting, but the lesson, of the people pleasing is like, Kim, if you want to grow, this is your next lesson, is to be really conscious in how you're spending your time, and be okay with doing what you want to do, even if it lets someone else down. So hopefully you don't wait until you become a mum to learn that lesson, because it definitely makes life easier. It definitely creates more freedom for me. When the thing is, if you're either going to let someone else down or let yourself down, if there's a conflict of interest, or a conflict of interest. Someone says yes, you say no. Someone's catch up, you don't. And vice versa. Someone's going to get let down. And I feel like we have been brought up in this society where, please everyone else, don't let other people down. But you're just letting yourself down, and then you're just feeding on subconscious thoughts that are limiting, or creating resentment, or making yourself feel stuck in life because you've got to go around doing what other people want. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, there are a couple of lessons that I've learned. I've also learned that I didn't realize how well I could function on a lack of sleep pre-baby. I definitely couldn't function on lack of sleep. So yeah, mums, you guys are amazing. Look at what we can do. I also have learned the ability to trust so much more and have that faith and certainty of, you know what, like everything is going to work out. Everything is fine. Like, and just trusting in myself as a parent, as a mother, like having trusting my instincts of knowing what to do. And I will share that I have found parenting easy. I know I'm only 3 months in, but what I mean by this is, like, if people are like, how's it going? I'm like, look, the parenting that side of it, it's easy. It comes naturally to me. I allow myself just to follow my gut intuition. It's stronger than I thought. And the parenting part's easy. I can keep her alive, feed her, no worries. And because I keep this calm state, I feel like that's why it hasn't seemed hard. What the hard part is the freedom that I used to have, and I'm a huge freedom lover. As in, if I just want to go to the shops, or if I want to wake up early, if I want to go travel here, if I want to stay up late, or if I want to do whatever, I'm going to do it. This is why I built my own business. I started in network marketing. I built a really powerful network marketing business, a really thriving network marketing business that gives me still residual income, so I can wake up every day. Since the age of 26, I've woken up every day and chosen the way I run my day. I haven't had to answer to another boss. So I love freedom. And then with my network marketing coaching business and my mindset coaching business, again, I run it on my own terms. So I am a freedom seeking junkie, a freedom living junkie, I should say, both. So having a child, there is a sacrifice there. Like I can't just get up. I can just get up in the morning and do my morning rituals. I can do it. But if I want to do them child free and I want 2 hours to myself, that's not guaranteed every single day. And right now, no, she's waking up early. I was getting this for a couple of weeks and then things change. So that's been the hard part. It's giving up my freedom and lack of quality sleep, because she wakes me constantly when she moves. I swear to God, when she just breathes heavy, because we co-sleep. And even if she was in a cot in another room, which I don't believe in, so especially so early on in their life, the monitor, I would still hear her through the monitor. So co-sleeping actually helps me better. And also the sacrifice of, this has been hard, but it hasn't been that hard. Daniel and I have made a very good effort to keep the romance alive, because we've sacrificed more bonding and connection time just because we're parenting. And then when we're tired, we get too tired to connect in a certain way. We just want to relax and not have to think about changing nappies or like putting a baby to sleep or having a baby latching off your nipple for, hours. So anyway, I don't want this episode to come across as a rant, by the way. It's not a rant, or it's not a complaint. I'm just sharing it how it is. And you know what? There has to be a lesson. There has to be a message. Babe, you've got this is the umbrella message of every episode that I share on here. But I want you to know, whether you're a new mum or whether you can just relate to any of this, that what I'm saying in your life, some way or some form, like, just know that look at what you're growing through. Look at who you are. Like, you're still alive. You're on this earth. You have an incredible gift, which is your story. You add value to this planet, and you go through things, and it teaches you lessons to help you evolve and become and keep evolving into a better version, greater version of yourself. So yeah, mama, you've got this. I should change this podcast now to Mum, you've got this. Maybe that can be like the sequel. Prequel is before, sequel is after. The sequel, you'll all stay the same. Whether you're a mum or not a mum, you're still a babe. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed these random chats in this one. And go and look, little activity for you now is think of something that's really hard going on in your life right now, whatever it might be, and what is the blessing in it? Who is it helping you become? What is it teaching you? Why can you be grateful for it? What is the gift in it? You know, I might have the lack of sleep, but the gift is it's showing me how much I can still function without it. And look, it's given me hope knowing that it's not always going to be like this. So it's giving me hope and trust into my future. That's one thing I used to lack, which is why I used to be so anxious. So yeah. I hope you've enjoyed today's random rambles. And I will catch you on the next episode. Thank you for tuning into this episode. I'm so grateful that my voice landed in your ears and hopefully you got epic value out of this. Now, it would mean the absolute world to me if you could share this, be a part of the bigger mission and the bigger vision of empowering more women just like you to receive this gold and create those changes in their life that you and I both know they need as well as us. And you can also leave me a review. That would be absolutely amazing. I would be over the moon. You can head on over and leave me a review. And you can also check out my offerings at www.kimkent.com.au, or make sure you're following me on social media. My handle is @KimKent and then 2 underscores. Can't wait to chat next time.